It is confirmed. Twitter Blue is relaunching on November 29th. This and more on today's episode. Hello everyone, welcome to Daily Fiber. I'm your host Aman Rashid, and before we get along with the rest of the episode, consider hitting that red subscribe button for detailed tech videos and also turn on the bell so that you don't miss any of our latest updates. With that said, let's get started. Elon Musk has confirmed that the Twitter Blue subscription will be relaunching on November 29th, and the man believes that this time around it is going to be rock solid. Also, with the new release, the people who already have the blue tick, well, in order to maintain that, they can't change their names. If they do that, then they will lose out on the blue tick unless and until their name is confirmed by Twitter and it meets the company's terms. So Twitter Blue, as we all know, it initially launched on November 6th. The subscription price was set at $8 for some countries. Then a few days later, the service was also, it was spotted by a few Indian users, and the price that was seen was 719 rupees, which is way higher than what it is than the $8 in the US. So that it was that, and now it is relaunching on November 29th, and it is going to be rock solid, as the man says, and it better be. I mean the disaster that was the initial rollout, wherein many notable personalities' accounts was impersonated by scammers. Their followers were misled, they were fooled. So this time around it better be good. And can we also have the Indian prices fixed according to the country's purchasing power parity? What say about 149 rupees a month? A few days ago, Meta India head Mr. Ajit Mohan resigned from the company. Then a few days later, what followed was a massive layoff at Meta on a global scale. So that was quite unfortunate. Now the current situation is that it is being reported that two more senior executives have resigned from their positions. I'm talking about WhatsApp India head Mr. Abhijit Bose and the public policy director at Meta, Mr. Rajiv Agarwal. These two senior executives have resigned from their positions. Now the spokesperson who broke the news has also clarified that these resignations have nothing to do with the mass layoff situation, but I want to ask that amid the crumbling advertising market, the rising inflation and the recession, thousands of employees were laid off. So is it a mere coincidence that senior executives have also started moving out in search of better opportunities elsewhere? The Qualcomm Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 chipset is now official and come 2023, and you'll be seeing this chip in all the major high-end flagship smartphones. Now, for those who don't know, the Qualcomm 8 Gen 2 chipset is also built on a 4nm process, just like its predecessor, and it features one primary core, 4 performance core, and 3 efficiency cores. Now, in comparison to the 8 Plus Gen 1 chipset, the 8 Gen 2 chipset promises 4.35x better AI performance, 40% better power efficiency, and 25% better GPU performance. Now, other key highlights include Wi-Fi 7 support, UFS 4.0 storage support. Then we'll also get 144 Hz refresh rate on Quad HD Plus screens, and there will also be support for 200 megapixel camera sensors, of which we'll see in the likes of the Galaxy S23 Ultra, of course, when the phone launches. So on paper, the Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 chipset is shaping up to be a solid processor, but the 8 Plus Gen 1 is also a solid processor. So it remains to be seen how the performance upgrade translates in real life scenarios. OPPO India has announced that a majority of its 5G smartphones now support the standalone Jio 5G network. So a majority of OPPO devices have received the software update that enables the True Jio 5G support on those devices, and the list of devices are on your screens right now. So if you happen to have one of these OPPO devices, you also need to make sure that your city also is one of the 8 cities that support Jio 5G. But what is more surprising here is that OPPO just leapfrogged the competition. Where other phone manufacturers, including the likes of Samsung and Apple, they are just prepping to roll out the 5G software updates for their phones, and amidst all of that, OPPO just made this move. Good one. And with that, it is now time for the deal of the day segment, and the deal that I have for you today is the Galaxy Z Fold 4 is currently retailing on Amazon for about 1,30,000 rupees, which is a steal. Now, when you go to Amazon, you will see that the Z Fold 4 can be bought with the watch. There's a watch plus Z Fold 4 offer. That one is for 1,55,000 rupees, somewhere around 1,55,000 rupees. But if you select the without watch offer and then you get the Galaxy Z Fold 4, you can buy that phone for a solid discount of 25,000, and that way you can get the Z Fold 4 for about 1,30,000 rupees. And this one is a steal deal. I mean, you don't get this kind of offer regularly, and even the sales and festive period which was going on, even during those times the Galaxy Z Fold 4 did not drop to this price. So Galaxy Z Fold 4 at a price of 1,30,000 rupees for the 12GB RAM and 256GB variant, a foldable smartphone. Go for it. And with that, we have reached the end of this episode. So what are your thoughts on the whole Twitter Blue relaunching situation, and what do you think about the Qualcomm Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 chipset and other things that we also discussed? What are your thoughts on today's episode of Daily Fiiber? Let me know everything in the comments. And of course, I'll catch you all in a fresh new episode tomorrow. Till then, take care of yourself. Thank you for watching.